Hello, good people. Welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. Since I have two channels, one is Kalpa Kendra Live and another is Kalpa Kendra Tarot, sometimes just before introducing, I simply forget which channel I'm recording for. So today I am recording a reading for my English channel on the topic, do they check your social media? Now, this is a topic that I personally am invested in because sometimes I would just like to know if certain people check my social media or not. For I don't know what that makes me. Sometimes I just wonder in case of friends also, and in other cases also, and especially if you are in separation with somebody where you have intense feelings for them and there is no way that you can get to know about them or how they feel about you. This becomes a very like prominent doubt in somebody's mind, that whether or not somebody checks your social media, that becomes like a question that we need to be answered. Again, sometimes we feel intuitively 100% sure that yes, the person is checking our social media, but there is really no way to validate what we know. And in most of the cases, like whether or not you're watching this reading, I would tell you to trust your intuition, because this is a capacity with time we have we've lost, because we are not taught to connect with our emotions. Let me silent my phone, I forgot to do that. Yeah, so we are not taught to connect with our intuition at all. We are taught to look at the outside world and then learn something or validate our experiences. The fact that intuition can be a source of knowledge, a source of information, and that too a valid source, is totally ignored. So I would rather encourage you to trust your intuition no matter what the results. But then if you intuitively feel something, if you have like a deep knowing about something, readings can sometimes help you confirm certain things that you know. Because see, I always believe this and I say this, that your first and most valid source of information should be your intuition. If you know how to connect with your higher self, your spirit guides, then to obviously that's even better. Otherwise, readings can be interesting too, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm not gonna take too long. I have 5 piles for you. So this will be group 1, this will be group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. I have one oracle card for each pile, which I'm gonna reveal in the reading. But pause the video to select your group based on whichever conch shell you feel drawn to. These are some beautiful shells that I bought from this place in India called Puri in Orissa. So the people who know this place, great. The people who don't know this place, it's a popular, like, it's popular for its beach. It has a beautiful beach, and also a very, very famous Vishnu temple in India called Jagannath Temple, Lord Jagannath Temple. So that's about it. I'll see you at the click of your timestamp. Group 1. So if you had selected this conch shell, then welcome to your reading. Group 1, the card that you have received is that of number 8 with 35, which boils down to like adds up to number 8, and it's called Blessing in Disguise. The message is you are being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. And looking at your cards, group 1, I hope the cards are clear. I think yes, this person checks your social media, and what this person thinks is this person is as it comes down to number 8 and it has the energy of both 3 and 5. This has become more like a habit of your person to check your social media. They started off small, Like initially they did not think that they would get addicted to your social media. More than addiction, I think they look at it like a sort of part of their daily routine. So it's more like a routine for them to go to your page and see what you're doing. And do they like doing it? They wish they could stop. Honestly, they wish they could stop. And so it's a habit that started small, but now it's something that they are pretty established in. And they are quite glad, to be honest, that they can access your social media. This is a person, if you post regularly or quite frequently, like if you post quite frequent updates of your life, this person is glad that you do that, because there is no other way I think this person can get to know about you. Or even if there is, this person would rather choose not to ask around or ask anybody else about you, and to just watch your social media and get information about you. They probably look at your pictures. This could be a friend, but I don't think this is a friend. Like this could be a person you have common friends with. And although this could be a friend for some people, for most of you watching this video, I think this is somebody that is romantically interested in you. But it is entirely possible that there is a third party situation here. And both okay, you probably post pictures of you spending time with your friends and family that they see, and they wish that they could be a part of it. And they get extremely excited. Like if you post pictures of you doing something, going out with your friends or doing something with your family, they get extremely excited about it, almost to the point of um, I'm getting this image in my head where a person sees that somebody attended a birthday celebration and they get excited to do something similar in their life. So just because somebody's birthday is not coming up, they might just invite a bunch of friends over and have like a small get together, simply because they saw the other person do it, and they were like, yeah, I want to spend time like that too. It's like very different kind of FOMO, like not fear of missing out in any way, but it's just this, that they see you do something and they want to do it themselves, or they feel the energy, like they kind of feel your energy in your, like feel your energy in their body the moment they see you. And they have like amazing opinion of you. It's like they think very highly of you. They're pretty impressed by you. They respect you. In fact, they feel like you probably are they put you on a pedestal, and they think that you're like out of their league or something like that, or way above their standards or something like that. Like this person definitely puts you on a pedestal, but it is not in a materialistic way, in a spiritual sort of way. Like this person thinks that you are a high vibe personality, or your opinion of life and your opinion of people, it's like you have you're operating at a high level consciousness, and this person has to match up to that level, or has to rise in consciousness. This person's consciousness has to rise in order to catch up with you, something like that. And they especially use, if you ever post something about spirituality, or your journey with spirituality, your opinion about certain spiritual concepts, this person uses those posts um, to learn something about those concepts. They obviously look at you, you play the role of a teacher for them. And also like later I asked them what they feel about you. what they feel about you, like not feel about you, sorry, what they feel about your social media, they kind of, they are triggered by your post. But this is not is what is coming through when I asked that these 6 cards will tell, were pulled out to answer the question whether they check your social media or not, and yes they do. And these 2 cards were about if they do, then what do they think of it. So that's what. So yes they do, and they think that they are not yet ready to go join your group, because people have to be somewhat enlightened or operating at a very different vibe, or have to have a certain mindset, a very different sort of mindset in order to be friends with you. They think that they are not deserving of you as their friend or partner, something like they don't deserve to be in your life. That's what they think. They don't they have very high opinion of you, and they don't look at themselves that way. They don't think of themselves highly again. And this person thinks that there is first of all, this person does not want to reveal to you at all that they check your social media. So I guess if you're not good friends with them, or even if you're good friends with them, they might sometimes avoid watching your stories or WhatsApp status, because they think that they don't want to reveal their identity. Like you can see in the hermit, the identity is not revealed because the person is looking the other way. And yet when the person is looking the other way, there's a unicorn flying in the forest, which I'm seeing for the first time. So uh, it's like this person wants to give an impression that they are not existent, but they are very much present, and you're very much on their mind, and you're very much part of their dreams and fantasies, although it's in secret. It's in secret. Okay, this is what I'm getting. When you don't post, there are sometimes periods, like brief periods of time, or sometimes long periods of time, for which you don't post. Like there are time periods when you don't post, and then this person gets busy thinking what you may be doing, and this and that is when this person gets this immense urge to probably write to you or ask how are you doing, or what is up with you. I guess this person could be also, if you're not posting for a while, this person might just type messages and then delete, or sometimes they might end up writing to you asking what you're doing. And the entire episode of them being able to access your social media for them is a blessing in disguise, because this is, I feel, the only, or a very important, or very crucial way in which they find out information about you. If this opportunity, the social media outlet didn't exist through which they get your information, it would be a big problem for them. They are thinking, how do they feel, like what do they think of your social media? They think that you don't reveal your true feelings. They think that even if you feel a certain way for them, like even if you like them, your posts, I think they understand the true feeling behind your post. This person is able to feel you in their body. Like I said, they feel the sentiments with which you're posting something. So sometimes even if you post something about a friend that you don't like, although you have said only good things about that friend in the post, they are able to sense a hypocrisy. And even if sometimes you don't like, there is a innuendo, or there is something that is meant for them, or you're addressing the person on your mind directly through that post, but you've not said anything explicitly, this person is able to understand it. And it's things like this that triggers this person a lot. This person gets really triggered by these incidents where you post something or you say something and you mean something else, and it kind of shakes their world, to be honest. This person is extremely uh, defensive about the letting you know. They are kind of defensive about you getting to know about the fact that they check your social media, and they are going to protect this information with their life. If at all you come to friendly terms with them at some point in your life, they are probably going to admit to you, or they are going to admit to you, because I don't think this person has any ill intention about you. In fact, this person really thinks of you highly. Like I can see in the Empress card, and they kind of take some of your posts as inspiration. I think you're a very positive person overall, and you like the things that you say on your social media is sometimes inspirational. You don't look down upon people, you spread love, and the positivity that you have is not toxic positivity. It's not like you also call out people when things go like things are hurting your sentiments or somebody's sentiments or your idea of justice. So if when things need to be called out, you do that. So you're a just person, even though justice is not, you're a just person. This person understands this, and they kind of defensive about it. And I just cut the deck, and king of cups came out. So this person has a lot of love for you in their heart, but they don't want to show it, and they don't want you to know that they check your social media. So that's it for you, group 1. If you like the reading, then give a thumbs up. If you want more readings like this, then subscribe to my channel. I also have another channel where I do Bengali and Hindi tarot readings. If you're interested, you can go subscribe to that. The link will be given in my description. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. See you very, very soon in some other reading. Take care. Group 2. So if you had selected this conch shell, then welcome to your reading. Group 2, your card is Kindred Souls, and the message is you are currently experiencing many changes in your relationships and friendships. So this tells me, group 2, that the person that you're asking about, Kindred Souls, it definitely talks about sometimes similar souls, soul family, soulmate sort of relationships, could be counterparts as well, since there is an innate similarity and you have similar beliefs, values, similar way of looking at life, a lot of experiences which can be highly spiritual. So it could be something like that you're experiencing with this person. Do they check your social media? Group 2, I feel rather like I wouldn't want to say it, but this is how I feel. They check it almost obsessively. Do I want to, like, when I wanted to say it, I was like, I almost don't want to say it. So this person does not want this information to come out at all. I had felt similar energy in group 1, but for them it was more like they had made checking social media of group 1 more into a daily ritualistic habit. Like it's part of the ritual now, like to find out what group 1 is doing. But here the energy group 2 is a little bit of obsession, like about finding out every little detail about you. Although I don't think that you have something to worry about, and in the sense that this person is not like intending to hurt you. Trust your own intuition and your own experience in this regard. In case you feel like there is something to worry about here, then again, trust your intuition and your experience. But from what I see, I don't feel like this person is trying to hurt you, but I feel like they may be hurting themselves in the process of them obsessing over you. They are doing things which are kind of getting on, they themselves are getting on their own nerves, honestly. They go through every little thing that you write and say. They are they might feel a strong connection with you, and the way they address this feeling where they miss you a lot. Even in fact, when I was shuffling, one of the first cards that I saw was of 5 of Pentacles, and then I saw Queen of Cups. So I feel like they miss you almost obsessively. And group 2, I feel like this is a very weird thing that I'm feeling. I've often felt it, but not said it in a reading. But if somebody was choosing one pile for themselves and one pile for their partner today, from the readings that I'm doing, from the 5 readings that I'm doing, the person who would choose pile 1 would probably choose pile 2 for their partner, or the person who would choose pile 2 for themselves, they might choose pile 1 for their partner. Like if they're choosing a pile for whether if my person was choosing a pile to see if I check the social media, which pile would they choose? And when I want to know whether my person is choose is a whether my person is watching my social media, which pile should I choose? So they're choosing one for themselves and one for their person. In that case, I think 1 and 2 are linked, in the sense that it could be very well so that the person who is group 1's partner is group 2, because group 2 here but has somehow I feel this way, because when I had cut the deck for group 1, King of Cups was out, and now Queen of Cups. um when I was shuffling, then I saw Queen of Cups right after Five of Pentacles, and I felt like your person misses you a lot, group 2, and they wish they could do something about it. Honestly, they wish they could do something about it, but they can't, and they feel like they don't want to recognize the feelings that they have for you. They wish they were not true. They wish they didn't have to choose, they didn't have to see your social media or feel the way they feel. In fact, this is true. When we get obsessed about somebody, it's not by choice. Somebody getting obsessed with someone is not something they do out of choice. Like, they almost sometimes we don't have control over our feelings. And I am not seeing anything negative here, but this person is in pain. Like, this person has a feeling of intense missing, and they don't want to some recognize that that they feel this way about you. And also they feel like you don't recognize that they you don't recognize, group 2, that they feel this way for you, or you don't recognize the love. And Four of Cups here tells me that they check your social media almost like not wanting to see the things they see. You are extremely busy with materialistic things, and it's like their soul can be calling out to you, but you would not see it. You're just busy with your own life. And they see that I think that they think that you don't have even time to rest, and which is very much against your mental, emotional, even physical well-being, that you're not resting, you're overworked, and you're constantly worried about your next big achievement, goals, targets, how people view you, your business, your work. And they think that that is the energy that they have towards your social media as well. Like, they feel like they watch your social media with that feeling in their heart that they will again get hurt. How do I explain it? Like, they will again get hurt seeing how much you are um, mistreating yourself, because you're not taking care of your mental and emotional well-being, which is which which is reflected in your social media. It feels like you are having a gala time. You are constantly showing this and that, and that you're having if you're partnered with somebody, group 2, your person thinks that you're showing the world that you're having the time of your life, and you're slowly making investments to build yourself the life that you want to experience, that you have always wanted for yourself. And your person is thinking that they will it's like the world is watching you at some point. Like, I feel like group 2, your person feels like the world is watching you, and you also want to show the world something, and you're building your followers or your business through social media. There is something that you do with your social media which is linked to your financial gain or financial wealth. and you use social media like an investment. Like you post daily, regularly, something like that too, and you're like posting regularly at regular intervals about something, about some project that you're doing or something. Like if you have a business on social media, then what you post is linked more to your business in order to slowly grow your business. They know all this and they check it obsessively, not to check the business part but to feel the heart within you. Like feel, sorry, I moved the camera, but yeah, so they want to feel the feelings. They actually like you a lot. Like 10 of cups, the star, they love you, but they don't love what they see on your social media. They feel like they see your social media and they feel like you are not like you don't show them what they want to see. You show that they are having a, like you are having a great time. So 3 of coins and 9 of coins, how do they feel? What do they think of your social media? They think that you're having a great time at work. You probably show a lot about the work that you're doing. It could be so that you use social media to promote your professional life or business. Something that you do professionally is linked to how you use your social media, and you are becoming an abundant person. You probably have a lot of followers and your followers are growing by the day. So they see all that, and how they feel about it, the feeling is very painfully nonchalant, or it's it's so nonchalant that it is almost painful because they actually care. Am I making sense? That you use it for a business purpose and they feel like you're not being authentic. They obviously check your social media, but the feeling is this, that on social media it is actually your business which has a more prominent presence than you. Your soul is not there. Like they check your social media and realize that you are missing. Like your life is there on social media but you are missing. That's how they feel. Can I get a clarifier for how they feel, because it's very interesting. Okay, the sun. So sorry. So let's see. How does group 2's person feel? 5 of Wands. They feel like, a lot. Oh my god, 5 of Wands and 9 of Swords. They get this very conflicting energy in their heart. Like they feel like they have to battle a lot of thoughts and anxiety the moment they open your social media. It's not a nice feeling. 4 of Wands. It's not a nice feeling, and they feel like you belong with them. Is there someone else in the picture? It could be a third party situation, the Wheel of Fortune. They feel like it's all supposed to change one day. It's all supposed to change one day. Anything else? Yeah, like I said, 5 of Coins. You see, it came out. They miss you. They miss you a lot. What can I say? Group 2. See, no kidding. No kidding. 5 of Coins is exactly what I saw. 9 of Cups, 9 of Coins. They feel like you're having a great time, but somehow your soul is missing. They see your social media. They understand that they think that they should probably not be watching your social media and concentrate, since the kindred souls card came out and it's number 5. So it's a very transformative relationship, and they feel like they should concentrate more on their feelings about concentrate more on how they feel about you intuitively and how they feel about you at a soul level, rather than looking at your social media, or rather than looking outside of themselves in order to get clarity about their feelings for you. They feel like they have to look within more. If it resonates, group 2, let me know in the comments, because this is like a very complex sort of situation that came out. Okay, and that's the reading for you. Do they check your social media? They wish they didn't, but they do obsessively. and they have only good feelings for you. See, five of coins is the first card again when I was arranging. So they feel like they wish that they didn't feel the way they feel for you, but the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. Like the rose is a rose is a rose is a rose. See you in another reading sometime very very soon, group 2. If you like the reading, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. We'll see you soon in another reading. Take care. Hello group 3. So if you had selected this conch shell, then welcome to your reading. Group 3, your card is 52, which adds up to number 7, and it's spiritual practice. The message is making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. Group 3, it's a very interesting reading. Very very interesting reading. I hear me out, group 3. I'm so shocked by this reading. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. Do they check your social media? No. Why not? I'm like really speechless, spellbound. The card that you got is spiritual practice, and look at the cards, like it's all major arcana almost. Temperance, high priestess, devil, judgment. Group 3, sorry I had to take a long pause between your video. So much happened in between, but then I'm back to the reading. If there is any difference, because I had to rearrange the card a little bit, since I was telling you like a lot happened in between. Like if the cards are fine, it was whatever I had shuffled, there is no difference there. The setting might look a little different since I rearranged them. Now the thing is, as I was saying, that it's a very very interesting set of cards. Okay, so spiritual practice, I think I had read out, and the total comes down to 7. So it's a very very spiritual pile. And as I was saying, that you can see that there are a lot of major arcanas here. The first row is entirely major arcana, and then you also have the judgment here. So do they check your social media? No. But why no? They don't check your social media because they think that by looking outside of themselves to get messages about you, they may be distracting themselves from relying on their intuition or their inner truth. It's pretty much the message that I started with, that no matter what you find in a reading, no matter what a tarot reader tells you, your first and primary source of information should always be your intuition. So if you're constantly asking somebody else, I'm also drinking my tea, I hope you won't mind. Yeah, so if you have to depend on what somebody else is telling you about a situation, and it could be contradictory to what you know, that could just be a test thrown at you by the universe, like thrown your way by the universe, where the universe wants you to be that much sure of your inner knowing. See, two things are possible. One is the universe sends a tarot reader or a psychic your way to kind of wake you up to a different side of reality or truth. Okay, where the psychic gives you an entirely different version from what you know to be true, and that could be the universe trying to change your direction or make you look at another perspective, or introduce you to another way of seeing things, or introduce the reality to you through some other medium because you're not being able to perceive it at all. Or it could be that the universe sends you somebody who gives you a completely contradictory message, simply because the universe wants you to be so sure of your inner knowing that you don't even believe, say, your family astrologer or some psychic that you totally trust, or a tarot reader that you know to be 100% accurate or at all times, and they tell you something that is totally going against your intuition. Then the choice is yours, whether you choose to believe the tarot reader or you choose to follow your intuition. That is a test the universe brings you to strengthen your understanding of yourself, of your inner voice, of your inner guidance. Okay, that inner mechanism that guides us. And that is also a very necessary stage. If you like watch a lot of tarot readings, you might be able to relate to this, that you go to a tarot reading and the tarot reader tells you something and you're like, no, sorry, this is not my situation. Or 80% of it is accurate, 20% of it is not, and you know what 20% to leave behind. Or they just tell you like it's a yes or no pile and you just have to select a card. Like the question on your mind is, will I end up with this person? And you select a card which says, select a pile where the message is, no, you're not going to end up with the person. But in your heart, you know, like even if I selected a no pile, I just know that I'm going to end up with this person. So it is in order to strengthen your intuition that happens. And that's the, like, that message is very much present in your pile. Like, this person wants to totally block you out from their mind so that they can rely on their understanding, on the understanding of their soul regarding you. Okay, and they are like, the card is spiritual practice, and this is like totally such a big coincidence because this is a very, very spiritual pile. Okay, somehow I feel like I had left the, okay, 5 of cups, I had left the um, deck just like that. These cards, I know, are exactly where where they were when I started the reading, but I'm a little unsure of which card was there at the back of the deck, if it wasn't page of coins, if it was something else. I don't remember, but I feel like it was something else. But I also feel like page of coins should be here. That's why, you know, the things that happened, and now we have ended up with page of coins. So first of all, this person is very involved with their spiritual practices, which could, where there definitely there definitely is meditation. Apart from that, they could also do some other rituals specific to their community or their religion. It could be worshipping deities, gods, praying, whatever, whichever religion they are from. They could be involved in practices of that religion, which also helps in ascension, which also helps in spiritual growth. They have surrendered and they totally rely on the universe's signs and messages to take a call on this relationship. And they don't look at your social media because they feel like they placing like them placing their trust or their perception of you based on what you show them on social media is similar to them externalizing their understanding of the world. Or they tend of, you know, if they check social media in order to understand you, that would be similar to them understanding the reality by looking at the external world and not being in touch with and not taking into cognizance their inner world or their inner reality. So it would be like externalization of belief system, no, externalization of reality. Okay, externalization of truth, that you don't take into consideration your inner truth or your inner knowing. They have closed their eyes to you in the external world. They could have blocked you. They could have, if they have not blocked you, they keep your notifications and everything muted. Or they, like, even if there's an update about you, they don't look at it, simply so that they can focus on themselves. And it's not like they are not concerned about you. In fact, otherwise they are concerned about you, but it's like concern is not obsessive, concern is not conditional, concern is unconditional. And there is an energy of unconditional love here, where they think they wish good things happen to you, and they know good things will happen to you. They also think that if you're meant to be, you will come together. They are not worried about that at all. They have surrendered to God. They think this connection is spiritual, and they believe in their intuition. They think that checking social media is or seeing what you're doing, who you are with, is basically getting like that. Doing those things will amount to getting themselves or immersing themselves into the matrix deeply. They don't want to do that. They understand the role of the matrix, the role of Maya, and they know that it is the job of the mind to sometimes inform us about the practical side of things. And they know that their mind, like, if they do that, if they obsessively check your social media, it will be based out of fear. It would be based out of this understanding that they might lose you, or you may be thinking about somebody else, or you may not be thinking about them. These things which are mind based, not very soul based. Even if you're doing that, they don't want to bother you. They wish you well. They're like, okay, be happy. I hope group 3 is happy. I don't want to interfere in their life. I just want to do my own thing, whatever that entails. I want to make the best of the life that has been given to me. It's not like they don't care about you. It's not like they don't miss you. I did see the 5 of Cups, and I do feel like group 3, they like you, and that's why they have decided not to check on. Like, see, if you were a random person for them, they would have probably checked out your social media. You're not a random person for them. You're somebody important, and that's why they have decided to respect your privacy. If you were together, you would not be asking this question. If you were part of their life, they would not need to check what you are doing through your social media, and they respect that. They think that if there is something that you should know about them, no. They, I mean that if there is something that they should know about you, then you would communicate that to them directly. They don't need to go behind your back and keep an eye on you. Okay, and that they trust God's judgment regarding this. They think that who is meant to be in their life will be there, who's not meant to be there in their life will just go away. And they believe in their inner guidance. The high priestess is there. They believe in the spirit guides when they want to know what you're up to, what you're doing, and they kind of check on you energetically, but that's pretty internal. They check with the spirit guide, and the spirit guides always lovingly inform them about your spiritual growth, your stages, where you're at. When I say spiritual growth, I don't mean that everybody is on a spiritual path, but I feel like this pile is, and this pile is speaking of a very higher stage of consciousness, where you don't really believe in keeping in touch in 3D in order to be together. Like, you could very well not be part of each other's physical reality, but still be able to feel each other, still be able to sense each other at a soul level. That is what this is about, and that's what they do. And they think that the kind of obsession that checking social media and these sort of behaviors can cause is addictive, is toxic. And these are the things that they, if it emerges, if these desires grow in them, like they find themselves thinking about you like that, where and they can sense in themselves a desire to check on you that way. They kind of, it's like, can you see how the vulture is protecting this woman in an embrace? This person asks their higher self or connects with their higher self, and then gives themselves the love they need in order to heal this part of them which wants to check on you out of fear or out of insecurity. They say to themselves, it's a very highly realized pile. Like, this is not a pile which is in an energy where they are like constantly blaming themselves. They could be having moments where they get weak and they miss you, and they sometimes, like, that's why the devil energy and the 4 of Coins is here. like they miss you sometimes, and they feel like, they wish like they have breakdowns probably, and they wish that they could just break away from this energy, just go to you, cry, and tell you how much they miss you, or like all that they have been through, or they feel in their heart. But they also know that this is a feeling that is emanating from their own insecurity and their own inner issues, and instead of going to your social media page and taking it out externally, they use that feeling to do some inner work, do some inner healing. They don't ask, like they don't ask they don't seek a solution in, like, in external reality, and they don't ask questions like, is does group 3 still love me, or has group 3, no, 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 they don't ask questions like this specific person, has this specific person forgotten me, or is this specific person in love with me. It's like in group 3 only, like in your case it would be like that only, that has group 3 forgotten me, or is group 3 in love with someone else. They don't ask these questions. In fact, if they ask these questions, they use that question to understand themselves better. Like, yes, I asked this question, or yes, I had this question on my mind. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I'm insecure deep down? Does that mean that some issue in me needs resolution? That's how they look at it. And how do they feel about your social media? They feel like not checking the social media, not checking your social media, or not going into your account. How do they see the whole affair? They think that going to visiting your social media will be cheating you, will be like, not only cheating you, it will be like cheating themselves. Okay, they don't want to fool themselves, or they don't want to be a hypocrite. They don't want to go behind your back and do something. They think that if they do that, if they are in that energy, it will take away from their vital life force, which they could invest in their own growth. Like, if they do that, if they become a hypocrite, and if they check on you that way, like in a like, it would make them a thief, or they don't want to do that kind of mental work, that that kind of smart mental work which people do, like stalking and stuff like that. Energy they want to avoid, and they're like, if group, like if my person wanted to say something, my person would have said it to me directly. I don't have to go behind their back for this. And King of Cups, King of Coins and the Hanged Man in the reverse, they think that this checking your social media will not enlighten them in any way. In fact, it will block their perspective, the clarity that they could have had if they relied on their intuition and just believed in God, and their guidance would somehow become murky. Like, their inner knowing and their capacity to connect with their inner self will become murky. So that's what they think. And they look at it as long-term investment. They think that this is an investment in their mental health. Like, living this way or practicing this kind of attitude is a long-term investment in their mental health. So that's what. And the card is spiritual practice. So this is the result. This is a very highly realized person. If you are selecting this pile, then you might have a strong idea about this person being a spiritual person, or being involved in very high level soul practices, like practices that feed our soul. You possibly are aware of that, and it's a pile that I learned from. Your energy is very soothing. So much happened in between group 3, right? But I can tell you that those things that happened also taught me. Like, when I was doing your pile, usually when I'm doing a pile, the things that happen tell me a little bit about the pile. But what I learned is group 3 is that whatever happens for good. Even if separation, it happens for good. This is your person's energy. They're like, whatever has happened for good. And if I don't know group 3, then I don't want to know group 3 in 3D. If my soul yearns for group 3, then I will connect with them at a soul level. I don't have to check on them without them knowing. Okay, I don't have to stalk them, I don't have to spy. Yeah, the word I was doing was spy. They don't want to spy on you. Okay, so that's what group 3. And the hangman reverse, I wanted to say something about it. It's like they think that checking your social media will not give them any clarity or any new perspective. In fact, they will lose how much ever they already know. They would lose that, and they'd become confused. They'll let the devil win, the Maya, the Matrix win. They'll let their fear win if they check on your social media. So they don't want to do that. Beautiful, beautiful message, group 3. Beautiful. Like, I loved it. Not expressing my personal preference, but loved doing your reading. So if you like the video, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care. Group 4, welcome to your reading. If you had selected this conch shell, wow, I never said hello like this to any group ever. I feel like such a light-hearted energy, and your card is light-heartedness. Like, this always amazes me how the cards are always in sync with the feeling of the video, and then there will always be keywords in the oracle, oracle cards that come out, and the overall vibe. It's just like I don't know what to say. That's the magic of tarot. And I just saw 51:15 in the camera timer. So if you had selected this conch shell, this is your reading, group 4. Very happy to do it. So the person that you're asking about, I already know, is like a ray of sunshine in the lives of the people that they are in close contact with. And their energy is similar to that of a sunflower. I had seen the card sun, like I seen the sun card when I was shuffling, and then the sun card came out as the first card. Your energy is lightheartedness, so I just know. So this person was, I think, whenever, like when this person was in your life, they were your ray of sunshine, hope, source of your happiness, joy, a person in whose presence everything just lights up, and a very positive person. But do they check your social media? No, they don't. Okay, and I'll tell you why. I think you are in separation with this person. Probably this is a pile where you had been with this person at some point. Maybe this is an ex you're asking about, or a friend that you had you were probably close with at one point. I don't know if you're close with this friend now, but doesn't look like it from the cards. And why they don't check your social media, I'll get into that as well. And why, how they feel about not checking your social media, or why they don't check it, and why I feel like they don't, like what's the feelings. The card is lightheartedness. It comes down to 5 and 7. It comes down to 12. And what I know about it is that there was a lot of, like, it was a very transformative experience. The relationship that you had, a lot changed. You guys changed. The people involved in this relationship around you, everyone changed, and it caused immense growth and growth and spiritual realization in the people involved. And now you are in a phase where you are concentrating on your own lives, on your own growth. You are expanding different aspects, like focused on expansion of different aspects of your life. And the message is, it is time for you to let your inner child out to play. And this person, yeah, this person has this a personality type which is very childish, in a very playful sort of way. And could be so, I don't know, it could be so that inner depth is missing. Like, this person always wants to have fun, and if you like that kind of energy, it could be somebody that you miss a lot when they go away from your life. Like, they will leave a void, since they were such a bundle of joy. Like, wherever they went, there was always laughter, jokes, and happiness. So I can understand that if they, like, if you part ways with them, then it could be difficult to take, with like, you feel their absence more than their presence. You feel their absence because their voice is the loudest and the most cheerful of voices in a room. So first is, they are focused on their own happiness. There's a lot probably happening in their own life, and they are the kind of people who, out of sight out of mind. Like once you're out of their life, they don't really spend time thinking about that person. So they are not thinking about you that way, like not thinking about you in the sense that they don't think that having you in their life will bring back happiness. They think that happiness never left their life. In fact, they have this understanding that they are like wherever they are, that is where the party is. Okay. And I'm not saying it in a condescending way in any way. Like, I don't mean to say that you are a boring person, they are the interesting one. No. All I'm saying is that their energy is like, they don't feel your absence, and they don't think that you not being there in their life is affecting them adversely in any way. In fact, they think that if they check your social media, if they want to be in touch with you, that would cause a burden. In fact, this has an energy where this person has moved on. This person hopes that you had moved on. This person is extremely worried and dreads a possibility where you have not moved on and where you still think about them. This person is possibly with another person. Okay. And they are possibly not only with another person, they are probably married to another person, or in a long-term relationship, or in a healthy commitment with somebody else. And they think that getting into your social media or connecting with you or looking into your life, like being invested in your life emotionally or mentally in any way, will only cause trouble, not only for them but also for you. And not only for you, also for them, and like vice versa, but also for their partner. It's not something that their partner would appreciate, and they are aware of that. Also, they don't check your social media because they think that it will be like denying the ending that has already happened. These are the two cards I have selected for, like, when I was shuffling them, the intention behind that was, how do they feel about your social media, for not like, when they check it or they don't check it, like thinking what exactly do they check it or they don't check it. So what they think is that it will be, like I said, denying the ending. An ending has happened, and they don't check it, because if they check it, you get to know about it, it will be like, oh, they are still emotionally, like, um interested in me, or emotionally, they like, it's like there is some emotional attachment there, which is not true in their head. They would go to the end of this earth in order to prove to you that they have moved on. That is their energy. Like, they don't want you to think in any way that they could be interested in this relationship. And they also think that giving any recognition to you by checking your social media or trying to connect with you in any way will amount to admitting to the fact that there is some feeling for you in their heart, which they want to oppose. Like, they are like, no, there's no feeling for group 4 in my heart. Okay. And whatever time they had spent with you, whatever memories that were there, they are kind of, they have suppressed their feelings to the point that they don't even think that they were like, those feelings exist in them. They are in total denial of you, of what they had experienced with you, the time they had shared memories with you, everything. So they think that if they check your social media, people will think, oh, you're still in love with group 4, oh, you still think about group 4. And they think, they know it's not true. They don't think about group 4. They don't think about you, and they have surrendered to God. You know, group 4, I would want to tell you, they have no ill intention. Like, it from the look of it, it feels like they don't have any ill intention about you. But I like also understand that they are nonchalant, like they don't care about you. So if you're in love with this person still, honestly, going through the reading and feeling the reading, I would tell you, I hope not. They're probably a fun person to be with, but group 4, you don't need somebody who does not care about your existence. I mean, that's the last thing you need. I wouldn't say that they don't care about your existence in the sense that Like if something happens to you, they wouldn't care. They probably would, because back of the deck energy is the temperance. So it's like they have surrendered you to God and they have asked God to take care of you. It's like they would always wish well for you. Like they would always say that, I hope nothing bad happens to group 4. But that's what I think. This person also thinks that, connecting with you or talking to you will amount to burdening them with more emotional baggage. They don't want to take that responsibility, take that burden of contacting you and then making you think that they are still interested when they are not. They're like, they would say something like, clearly not, clearly not. And when I'm saying these things to you blatantly, I feel like their energy grew for, like, the person that you're asking about, their energy is like this, that they don't think twice before telling you that they don't care about you or about this relationship. Not that they don't wish you well, they do. They wish you to do well without them. They don't want to have anything to do with you. That's their energy. Like, I don't want to be involved with group 4. I hope group 4, like, sorry, yeah, group 4, I hope group 4 has fun on their own. And also they think like you cannot have fun on your own. If you want to prove them wrong, group 4, you are welcome. Because trust me, I feel like this person with 8 of cups, they're turning their back towards you and focusing in another relationship, um, focusing on another relationship. I feel like this person does not care, even if they show off their relationship, like even if they post something about their current relationship on social media, or even if somebody tells you something about how happy they are, they don't care if it's going to break you or how it is going to affect you. This is a selfish person. Like, this person does not think they are selfish, but they come across as selfish and their energy feels selfish. I feel like I'm in a hurry to end the reading because this person feels like I don't have anything to say. I just don't feel interested. I'm not invested. It's like that. It's like that. I want to pull some cards for you, like what the divine wants to tell you regarding this, because I don't like this energy. I did see 9 of coins. So if you want to walk away from this person and if you want to move on, forget this person, you're blessed. I think you'll find like you will find a lot of abundance there. You'll be happy without them. Justice will be done. God is here to tell you that no matter what the situation, like, you will have justice come your way. Page of Cups and the Empress. Do I need to say more? Group 4. Invest in self-love. Invest in loving yourself. You will rise in the Empress energy. Justice, or the divine justice, is on your side and it will be served in divine timing. Don't have a shed of doubt in your heart, Group 4. You've lost nothing. In fact, you've only gained. See, 9 of coins is the back of the deck energy. No kidding, I saw this card when I was shuffling. So group 4, that was the reading for you. If you liked it, then do give a thumbs up. I hope to see you in another reading sometime very soon, but that if you want more readings like this, then do subscribe to my channel. And if you like Hindi and Bengali tarot readings, or if it's something that you are interested in, if you understand those languages, then I have another channel called Kalpa Kendra Life. It will be linked in my linked in the description box. Okay, otherwise see you sometime very very soon. Take care. Hello group 5. So if you had selected this conch shell, then welcome to your reading. Want to see this conch shell? It's kind of pretty. What did I do? Did I mix up the groups? No, I think there's group 5. Yeah, there's group 5. Anyway, so the card that you got is Untapped Inner Power. And the number is 2 and 4, which comes down to 6. And the message is, you are getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. Okay, this is probably, among all the piles that I did today, this is probably the healthiest way of relating to one another. Like, among all the dynamics that I explored today through my reading, this is one of the healthiest and one of the most what do I say, it has an energy of friendship, mutual respect. Yeah, okay, it is one of the most mutually loving, respecting, responsive, reciprocating energies. Okay, although I don't know if they tell you whether they check your social media or not, you might not know it, but I'll tell you how they view it. Do they view it? Yes. In fact, if you post a lot of inspirational stuff, I don't know if you do, if you post a lot of spiritual stuff, whatever you post, they take inspiration from it. They kind of think of you as a healthy positive influence on their life, and they use you and your content on social media as an inspiration. So if you talk about a movie, if you talk about a song, they kind of listen to the song, use the lyrics to learn from the song or feel what you felt. They, if you suggest a movie, they would watch it. If you suggest a book, they'd read it. It's like that. They look at you as somebody who is very wise and intellectual, and they use that energy to add value to their life. Okay, so untapped inner power. You are getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. Like I said, sorry, did I read it again? Okay, sorry, I was just reading it myself. They use like like we all have this untapped inner power. Like inner power, I don't know how many of us actively go and consciously tap on it. Okay, so it is that energy that is being reflected in your reading, and it's not just this oracle card. Trust me, when I do readings, I just know how everything comes in sync, and in other piles as well, I saw like how everything was just in sync. So when I saw your card, I was like kind of thinking, wondering what the pile will be about, and as the cards kept coming out, I just knew that it's healthy AF. So it's like every time they go to your page, they go with the expectation that they will have a learning experience, an experience like an enriching experience that will expand their mind. And a quote comes to mind when I say this, that once the mind expands, in its expands to a like a higher way of thinking, it does not regain its previous dimension. Like you cannot go back, you cannot unlearn an enlightening or extremely high vibe or extremely mind boggling or awakening, like a deeply enriching experience cannot be unlearned, which touches your soul. You have contributed to that kind of experiences for this person. This person has learned a lot from you. If I didn't know any better, I would say that this person admires you, which could be true. I mean, and when I said if I didn't know any better, it's like I what I meant is that when you're coming to a reading to ask if this person checks on your social media and this person turns out to be so fond of you, I have like reasons to doubt if you know this person's feelings at all. Like you probably are not aware. So I was like, if I didn't know any better, I know that you probably are not aware because I don't think you're aware. This person looks at you in a way as if you are a friend come guru for them. Okay, you play a very important role in their journey of life. Okay, not in terms of like, I'm not saying this person, like I don't get a lot of emotional attachment, but I get a lot of intellectual attachment, like a lot of wow, a lot of wow energy from this person coming towards you. Okay, group 5. Okay, 2 and 4. So this person thinks associating with you would give them a stable foundation from where to work on themselves and come to a more balanced position. They feel that you are a safe person to talk to, you're a safe person to invest in emotionally, you are a safe person to learn from. If you post something without questioning that, like they look at you as an authentic source. Like if you say something, they would kind of accept that okay, it could be true because group 5 has said it. Did I call you group 4 anyway? Did I but group 5, I just mean group 5. Sometimes I do that, sometimes that happens. I know that you are also aware that when you do a lot of readings, you just call one group the other name. So that's what, but anyway, group 5, they think that you, like if you're saying something, there must be some truth to it. That is how much they trust you. Trust, yes, that's the line. That's a word. Trust. They trust you with a lot of things, and especially with their growth. Now when somebody trusts you that way, that is a big deal, group 5. that if if push comes to a shove and I tell group 5 about it, group 5 will tell me what to do, the right thing to do. But I think like they don't tell you all this. It's like they observe you silently, or they observe you from behind. But it's not a very stalking sort of energy. Even if they stalk you, it's like a very it's in a fan sort of way. Like they are a big fan of your of the kind of person you are, your personality, the things that you like. It's more like that. And they think that you can offer them this that kind of clarity of thoughts, where they will become a better person if they associate themselves with you, and they kind of work with you to learn the same things or follow the path that you are walking. They will end up somewhere great. That's what they feel. What they say, that aim for the sky and you will land on the clouds. So they think that if they aim to learn from you, then they will land up somewhere nice. That's what they think. Okay, so they have a lot of love for you. For some people only it's going to be a fan energy. For more people, like for a like larger section or large group of people, it's going to be somebody who just adores you, who somebody who has very positive things to say about you. You know how we look at a classmate that we admire or a friend that we admire from distance, and we just have good things for them in our heart, and if we ever met them we would be happy to meet them, because we, like I said, admire, we idolize them in some sense. And they don't idolize you in a obsessive or in a illogical sort of way. They admire you with logic. Like they've seen the logic behind the things that you say. You have impressed them, highly impressed them some way. That's why they check your social media. They have a lot of love for you in their heart. Okay. And in many ways they feel like whatever you do, whatever you say, the way you say it, it's better than they could have imagined. Like it's like if you are writing something about of you are one of those people, I think, whose social media will be very artistic. If you post pictures, it will be like very carefully selected and carefully curated group of pictures, which shows, like, you will probably, if you go to a garden, you'll probably post only 3 pictures, but that will be like beautiful 3 pictures of 3 beautiful flowers, or group of flowers, or 3 beautiful pictures of just random things but beautiful. Or if you say, like, post 10 pictures, those 10 pictures are going to have like a story to tell in themselves. Like you post things which are very beautiful, which is soothing to the soul. And even if you write about something, they read every bit of it. Like, I could not have written something like that, I could not have expressed it. And they find the way you present yourself very attractive. Because of that, they find your energy very attractive, they find you very attractive. But this attraction, I would say, is not like it's not like a not in a crush sort of way. There is a lot of energetic and intellectual appreciation behind it. This person could have a crush on you, but I feel like it's deeper than that. It's not one of those mindless crush, like, oh my god, I have a crush on group 5, so whatever group 5 does, I just love it. No, it's not like that. Did I sound like too weird? Was I bullying some people who feel that way? I don't know. I'm sorry I said that. But you see, I was just saying that it's not like, there's a lot of logic and there's a lot of mental energy behind the way they feel for you. Like, they have thought this through and they have decided that group 5 is a good bet. So it's not like they have a huge crush on you which makes their mind go numb. It's their crush is more like something that or if they have a crush on you, or the way they feel for you expands their mind rather than making them pause. It kind of expands their mind, expands the way they feel, they look at things. You provide a very expansive view of life. Okay, enlightening view of life. And they want to message you, but I don't know how much they do. If you write something, they go through everything and it gives them a lot of happiness to go through things that you write, the things that you say. And they feel, if you, it could be so that you have a position, you have some kind of position, enjoy some kind of position in life where, you know, professionally you are well achieved. But it could also be so that they look at you as somebody who is very well read or intellectual, or somebody who knows their shit, where who's aware of what they're saying, of the circumstances and everything. They think of you as very informed, and they think that the position that you enjoy, this position could not be professional, may not be professional. This position that that you enjoy could be just a position that you enjoy in their head, their perspective. You are somebody who has that big cat energy, okay? And you don't use that to offend people, you don't use that to take advantage of people, you don't use that to hurt people. You use it to fuel causes which require your energy. You use that to inspire others. You use that, like, if you had a page, like say you have an Instagram page, or if you have like a Facebook page, it's like you have a space to operate from. In the social media platform, you have a space to interact with people, right? You use that space in the most positive way possible, to have an impact, to talk about things which need to be discussed. You take up issues, or you talk about issues that need discussion. You might start intellectual dialogues, okay? Intellectual discussions about things which are going around in the world, which often people might find controversial. Or you don't stop from discussing things, and even there's a lot of discretion. Like, you exercise a lot of judgment. Do you see how many times I'm saying you? This person really admires you. You are somebody they deeply respect slash love slash admire. So when you take up a topic, they know that it's well thought out, that you've thought about it, and it's only because you've come to, like, this is a very crucial thing in your eyes, that you've taken up this topic of discussion. Anything that you say immediately grabs their attention, immediately. Like, if you take up an issue, say it's based on caste, race, some incident that happened in the country, some report, immediately they know that it's something necessary, something that we need to talk about. Otherwise group 5 would not be discussing it. That's how they look at your social media. And they also understand from you when to let go of things, certain things that should end in their life, certain ways of living, certain ways of looking at things, certain like certain aspects of their life where they need to close a chapter, say goodbye to certain people, end certain toxic patterns, are things that they learn from you. See, there's 10 of swords, and then there is king of swords. It's like they understand what to end. They use your knowledge and your understanding to understand what to end and how to become a better person, how to improve their life, how to exercise their intellectual judgment in a proper way to let go of the things that should end. They use you as an example. You are extremely inspirational for this person, okay? So whoever is checking your social media is using your platform to do some healing, do some learning, do some growth, inner work. It's a very positive reading, like one of the more unique sort of readings that I have done. And I am interested in seeing your social media after this, because it's a lovely energy, and you seem like a lovely person to hang out with. It's a very, very beautiful sort of energy, and this person appreciates you, whoever you're asking about. Again, how do they feel after seeing your social media? The Fool. You make them feel like they should experience life more, like they should, like you should not you, they should take more seriously the little things in life and experience everything to the fullest, because you seem to do that. One way you are so wise and so knowledgeable is because you use or you utilize every living moment of your life to gain something from it. You're present in the moment. You are a present yourself, and you are present in the moment. You're a present for this person, and this person kind of feels that you inspired them to inspire, that word is coming in, inspired them to also connect with their intuition, connect with their creative side. When they see you do something, they kind of ask themselves this question: am I capable of doing this myself? Should I try it myself? Will I be able to do this? Group 5 has done it. Like, okay, I turned on the AC, so if you hear a noise in the background, it's from the AC. Anyway, so that's what they think, that you also inspire them to do a lot of spiritual practices. Like, if you say, if they think, if they don't have very high opinion about tarot, a lot of people don't know about tarot, or if they know also, they kind of view it as a taboo, or they are like, oh, tarot, what is that? Like, if you introduce tarot to this person would accept in one go that, yeah, probably tarot, there is something about tarot. Obviously, if group 5 likes it, then obviously there is something, and they would just accept it, that there's something that they have probably missed about tarot, or there's something that they don't know about tarot, which is why they have a prejudice about it. But it is something that that is worth looking into. So you have also inspired them to look at spirituality and spiritual side of things, connecting with their intuition and like emotions, and you have inspired them to awaken the yin side of themselves, the feminine aspects of themselves. Okay, so that's what they like, and they thank you for it. They are also in the 9 of Wands energy. The back of the deck energy is 9 of Wands, so it feels like they are not very comfortable in sharing the information with you, like how much they like you. They like you a lot, but they don't want to talk about it, because it feels like they are comfortable in watching you from a distance, and admiring you from a distance. Let's cut the deck. 5 of Coins. They feel like you would not enjoy their company. Like it feels like they, oh god, they might they might actually really like you, they might have feelings for you. So I just saw 2 of Cups, and I was like saying that more than romantic, so this person might actually have romantic feelings for you. Okay, group 5. So that brings my reading today to an end, and if you like the reading, like the video. If you want more readings like this, subscribe to my channel. I also have a Bengali and Hindi channel, in case you're I have one channel where I do Bengali and Hindi readings, so in case you're interested in that, you can check that. The link will be in description box. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care.